Praise the Lord, everyone. It's Sunday night. It's 7 o'clock. And I've got my two favorite people in the world here with me for a special Christmas thank you. And we're going to read a story to you. We want to take a break from the norm. First off, to say thank you. All of you that have watched every video and been in the comments and the private messages. It's really been a blessing to us and my family. And we want to tell you Merry Christmas. From all of us. You want to say it?
Merry Christmas.
You want to say it? Merry Christmas. So we're going to go take a little break from the norm, and we're going to read a story by Leo Tolstoy. It's a short story. He's one of my favorite authors. I mean, he wrote seminal works like Anna Karenina and War and Peace, but he also wrote many novellas and short stories. And he was a spiritual man, and all of his stories had these grains of truth that I find so enriching, and try to share with you in some of these videos. And he's a shining example of spirituality and truth in literature. And this is a short story about Christmas by Leo Tolstoy, and we're gonna read it to you. And for all of you that have asked in the comments and the private messages about these daughters I've mentioned so many times in the videos, well, now you see them. This is Anna, my beautiful youngest, and this is Ara, my beautiful oldest. And we're going to read to you. Okay? This is taken from Matthew 25:35 through 40. And that scripture says, "For when I was an hungered and ye gave me meat, I was thirsty and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger and ye took me in, naked and ye clothed me. I was sick and ye visited me. I was in prison and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me." It was Christmas Eve, and although it was still afternoon, lights had begun to appear in the shop and houses of the little Russian village. For the short winter day was nearly over. Excited children scurried indoors. Now only muffled sounds of chatter and laughter escaped from those closed shutters. Old Poppa Panov, the village shoemaker, stepped outside his shop to take one last look around. The sounds of happiness, the bright lights, and the faint but delicious smells of Christmas cooking reminded him of past Christmas times, when his wife had still been alive and his own children little. Now they had gone. His usually cheerful face with the little laughter wrinkles behind the round steel spectacles looked sad now. But he went back indoors with a firm step, put up the shutters, and set a pot of coffee to heat on the charcoal stove. Then with a sigh, he settled in his big armchair. Poppa Panov did not often read, but tonight he pulled down the big old family Bible, slowly tracing the lines with one forefinger. He read again the Christmas story. He read how Mary and Joseph, tired by their journey to Bethlehem, found no room for them at the inn, so that Mary's little baby was born in a cow shed. Oh dear, exclaimed Poppa Panov. If only they had come here, I would have given them my bed, and I could have covered the baby with my patchwork quilt to keep him warm. He read on about the wise men who had come to see the baby Jesus, bringing him splendid gifts. Poppa Panov's face fell. I have no gift that I could give him, he thought sadly. Then his face brightened. He put down the Bible, got up, and stretched his long arms to the high shelf in his little room. He took down a small, dusty box and opened it. Inside was a perfect pair of tiny leather shoes. Poppa Panov smiled with satisfaction. Yes, they were as good as he had remembered. Best shoes he had ever made. I should give him those, he decided. As he gently put them away, sat down again. He was feeling tired now, and the further he read, the sleepier he became. The print began to dance before his eyes, so that he closed them just for a minute. And in no time at all, Poppa Panov was fast asleep.
As he slept, he dreamed. He dreamed that someone was in his room, someone he knew at once, as someone does in dreams. Who the person was. It was Jesus. You've been wishing that you could see me, Poppa Panov, he said kindly. Then look for me tomorrow. It will be Christmas Day, and I will visit you. But look carefully, for I shall not tell you who I am." When at last Poppa Panov awoke, the bells were ringing and a thin light was filtering through the shutters. "Bless my soul," said Poppa Panov. "It's Christmas Day." He stood and stretched himself, for he was rather stiff. Then his face filled with happiness as he remembered his dream. This would be a very special Christmas after all, for Jesus was coming to visit him. How would he look? Would he be a little baby, as the first Christmas, or would he be a grown man, a carpenter, or a great king that he is, God's son? He must watch carefully the whole day through, so that he recognized whoever he came.
Poppa Panov put on a special pot of coffee for his Christmas breakfast, took down the shutters, and looked out of the window. The streets were deserted. No one was stirring yet. No one except the road sweeper. He looked as miserable and as dirty as ever. And well he might, whoever wanted to work on Christmas Day. And in the raw, cold, and bitter freezing mist of such a morning, Poppa Panov opened the shop door, letting in a thin stream of cold air. "Come in," he shouted across the street cheerily. "Come in and have some hot coffee to keep out the cold." The sweeper looked up, scarcely able to believe his ears. He was only too glad to put down his broom and come into the warm room. His old clothes steamed gently in the heat of the stove, and he clasped both red hands around the comforting warm mug as he drank. Poppa Panov watched him with satisfaction, but every now and then his eyes strayed to the window. It would never do to miss his special visitor.
Expecting someone, the sweeper asked at last. Poppa Panov told him about his dream. "Well, I hope he comes," the sweeper said. "You've given me a bit of Christmas cheer I never expected to have. I'd say you deserve to have your dream come true." And he actually smiled. When he had gone, Poppa Panov put on the cabbage soup for his dinner, then went to the door again, scanning the street. He saw no one. But he was mistaken. Someone was coming. A girl, walking slowly and quietly, hugging the walls of the shops and houses. But it was a while before he noticed her. She looked very tired. She was carrying something. As she drew nearer, he could see that it was a baby, wrapped in a thin shawl. There was such a sadness in her face and in the pinched little face of the baby. Poppa Panov's heart went out to them. "Won't you come in?" he called, stepping outside to meet them. "You both need a warm seat by the fire and a rest." The young mother let him shepherd her indoors into the comfort of her armchair. She gave a big sigh of relief. "I'll warm some milk for the baby," Poppa Panov said. "I've had children of my own. I can feed her for you." He took the milk from the stove and carefully fed the baby from a spoon, warming her tiny feet by the stove at the same time. "She needs shoes," the cobbler said. But the girl replied, "I can't afford shoes. I've got no husband to bring home money. I'm on my way to the next village to get work." A sudden thought flashed through Poppa Panov's mind. He remembered the little shoes he had looked at the last night. But he had been keeping those for Jesus. He looked again at the cold little feet, and he made up his mind. "Try these on her," he said, handing the baby and the shoes to the mother. The beautiful little shoes were a perfect fit. The girl smiled happily, and the baby gurgled with pleasure. "You have been so kind to us," the girl said, as she got up with her baby to go. "May all your Christmas wishes come true." But Poppa Panov was beginning to wonder if his very special Christmas wish would come true. Perhaps he had missed his visitor. He looked anxiously up and down the street. There were plenty of people about that. They were all faces that he recognized. There were neighbors going to call on their families. They nodded and smiled and wished him happy Christmas. Or beggars. Poppa Panov hurried indoors to fetch them hot soup and a generous hunk of bread, hurrying out again in case he had missed the important stranger.
All too soon the winter dusk fell. When Poppa Panov next went to the door and strained his eyes, he could no longer make out the passers-by. Most were home and indoors by now anyways. He walked slowly back into his room at last, putting up the shutters, and sat down wearily in his armchair. So it had just been a dream after all. Jesus had not come. Then, all at once, he knew that he was no longer alone in his room. This was not a dream, for he was wide awake. At first he seemed to see before his eyes a long stream of people who had come to him that day. He saw again that old road sweeper, the young mother and her baby, and the beggars he had fed. As they passed, each whispered, "Didn't you see me, Poppa Panov?" "Who are you?" he called out, bewildered.
Then another voice answered him. It was the voice from his dream, the voice of Jesus. "I was hungry, and you fed me," he said. "I was naked, and you clothed me. I was cold, and you warmed me. I came to you today in every one of those you helped and welcomed." Then all was quiet and still, only the sound of the big clock ticking. A great peace and happiness seemed to fill the room, overflowing Poppa Panov's heart, until he wanted to burst out singing and laughing and dancing with joy. "So he did come after all," was all that he said.
You guys enjoyed the story. Did you guys? Yeah? Yeah, we all enjoyed it. Merry Christmas. We love you. We'll see you in 7 days. And you guys, okay, we say on the pod, I know you guys don't watch it then. We say bring it on Monday, okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Bring it on Monday.